call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 18th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State.
Breaks into the open. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Auburn lines up quickly. This guy's always a big part of the game plan, and they get him involved right off the bat.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Your best players should touch the football the most. First play out the gates. I know I got a big-time advantage, big-time wide receiver. Get him the football, make the gain. I expect we'll see a lot more of that throughout this football game.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Razorbacks offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, if there's an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Off play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll take a shot. And it's picked off in the end zone. No, the officials are saying he was out of bounds, and the quarterback might want to rethink taking a chance like that. They punt it away on 4th down. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Turning it on! Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They knock him down, but not before he picks up the first down for Auburn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the wind. I think he kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
And you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line. And
he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Isaac. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Hand off from the shotgun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grab behind the line. It's Cooper. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. He'll do it himself. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
And how about that on 3rd and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long situations, nobody has him. Look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the first down.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Handoff from the gun. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Jackson will throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Nestled just inside that right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They've got the screen set up. Powers through the defender. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. And the Tigers are on the move. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside kick. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Takes a hit as he fired. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get to him as he throws. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Jackson gonna throw it. Rushes on him. Slithers into space. Did the work himself. Oh, he's got some space. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Cooper. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He makes the catch. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It's a first and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Holly. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And the kicker... The 3 to salvage that drive. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He leaves it with his back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll leave it with him. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Man, Coach coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. There he goes. He's got the sidelines going nuts. Gets it down to the 18-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Gives it on the option. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Jackson will throw. Caught. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And this one is perfect. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On the run, it's Isaac. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here on 3rd down for this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the...
talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Throws for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Auburn.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He's going to take off. Crosses the 30, he's got a leg. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Jackson gonna throw. Pressure coming. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he... needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy.
Breaks into the open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Second down now after the sack. To give as they work on that clock. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Jackson will throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he missed it. No good. Still leading by 2 after the miss. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24.
All right, there's still life in the opponent because this team just had a chance to pad their lead with that field.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Wow, it has been textbook on the back end covering all night long for this defense. Did you see that defender break on the ball? It's like he almost knew where the quarterback was throwing it. You can't do it better than that.
Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And back to the air on 2nd down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and they needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Why are they throwing here? And that will be the final